Understanding your partner's survival strategies is one thing, but how do you actually do something about it in the room? In this episode, we meet Sherlyn and Derek, a couple with zero intimacy who felt watched even when they were alone. The therapist's solution? Empty chairs, an invisible audience, and a breakthrough nobody saw coming.
Which is why the book talks a lot about experiments, which sounds a bit like a high school chemistry lab.
Right.
But it's actually what Gestalt calls a safe emergency. We don't just talk about the problem. We bring the problem into the room and interact with it. We want to raise the temperature in the room to see what happens.
The case of Sherlyn and Derek was the one that really illustrated this for me. Married 3 years, zero intimacy. And they said they felt watched even when they were alone in their bedroom.
It was crowded in their marriage. You had Sherlyn's intrusive mother. You had the judging church ladies from her community. You had Derek's parents. They were all conceptually in the bed with them.
So the therapist makes them literally in the room. She brings out empty chairs.
This is a classic Gestalt experiment. She sets up empty chairs to represent this invisible audience, and she tells them to speak to the chairs.
I have to be honest, if a therapist told me to yell at a chair, I'd feel ridiculous. I'd probably start laughing.
Oh, absolutely. It's awkward, it's cringe-inducing, but that awkwardness is the point. It heightens the tension so you can break through it. If you could do it in the safe emergency of the office, you change the pattern.
And it worked. Sherlyn finally turns to the empty chairs representing the church ladies and her mother and yells, "Leave! Get out!"
She claimed her space. She actually kicked them out.
She did. But the real breakthrough was Derek. He tries to move his father's chair out of the room and he freezes. He breaks down.
You couldn't do it.
He couldn't. He revealed this deep, heavy filial guilt. He told the empty chair, "You lost everything when Ma left. I can't leave you too."
Whoa. So the intimacy issue wasn't about sex at all. It was about guilt. He felt like being happy with his wife was a betrayal of his unhappy father.
Exactly. But notice, they didn't figure that out by talking about sexual dysfunction. They figured it out by physically trying to move a chair. By externalizing the field, they made the invisible visible.
You can't be intimate with your partner if your father is metaphorically sitting on your chest. You have to kick the ghosts out of the room.
It really emphasizes that a relationship isn't just two people. It's two people plus all their history, their families, their culture. It is a crowded room.
It is. And sometimes the therapist's job, or even our job as partners, isn't to fix the crowded room, but to just hold the balance.
Derek couldn't move the chair. And in that moment, everyone in the room understood. The intimacy problem was never about sex. It was about a son who couldn't let himself be happy while his father was still suffering. Sometimes the most powerful thing a therapist can do isn't offer a solution. It's make the invisible visible. In the next part, we explore what happens when the therapist refuses to take sides, and why that neutrality can be the most radical act of all.